Hey guys, John back here trying to solve another Sudoku puzzle. So let's see what we got today is a hard puzzle. That's how it's labeled on the site. It's the middle of the road puzzle for the week. I always do the hardest one on Friday and the easiest one on Monday. So we're getting there. This will be in the middle. One thing I sometimes will do, which I think is kind of fun, is I will just fill in all the cells with any candidate that it can be. And I have an automatic thing that will do that. And I try to solve the puzzle from here. And sometimes this can be a little quicker. Sometimes it's just a, kind of a change of pace. So we're going to go ahead and try this one today. So let's go ahead and get started. So first you're just looking for any cell that can only be one number, like that one. That can be a 1, so that's pretty obvious. And that's a 3, which means that's a 7, which means that's a 7. It always starts out decent and then it might take a turn. So it's not just going through the whole thing, but we're just going through and filling out the obvious ones here to see if what we got. So I see 1, 2, 1, 2. There's only 3 cells here, and these two have to be a 1 and a 2. So that can't be a 2. That's a 4, and that's in that line there. And again, no, 2, 9, 2, 9. Okay, anything else? Look in this box here. There's only 3 and 6 have to live there, so that can't be a 3 or a 6. That means that's an 8. And then that makes that a 6, which makes that a 3, and that column is done. There's a 3. Anything else obvious jump out at? Just looking for the low-hanging fruit here. There's a 1, 4, 1, 4, so that can't be a 1 or a 4. It's got to be a 5. Also, in this box here, that's the only place a 1, 4 can live, so any of these other boxes can't be a 1 or a 4. So we can eliminate all those from all those boxes. Look at this, 2, 8, 2, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 2, 8, 7, 9. So that's the only place a 6 can be. It's right there. 4, 7, 8. Okay, anything else? Just looking around again for some of this low-hanging fruit, trying to get through. We may be at a little bit of an impasse as far as that goes. Let's see here. Anything else jumping out? If you're looking at the screen screaming, sorry, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. It happens. I apologize. Okay, let's just look at some of the numbers here. 1, 1, little X-wing up there. 2s, anything with the 2s? Not that I notice, nothing jumps out at me right off the bat. 3s, no. 4s, anything with the 4s? I do not see anything jumping out at me. 5s, there's going to be nothing there. 6s, there's going to be nothing there. 7s, 7s. Okay, in this column here, 7s can only live there or there. So that cannot be a 7. That's a 5, which means that's a 5, which means that's a 5, which means that's a 2. Okay, anything else? Let's go back to 7s. Um, Anything else with 7s? No. 8s? You gonna be any help, 8s? Nah. You gonna do me dirty like that? All right, I got you. 9s? Anything with 9s? No. Okay, now that we marked a few, let's go back and see if we can find anything else. Okay, so this is an X-wing. Oh, in this column here, gosh dang it. Basically, there has to be a 4 here or a 4 here in this row, and a 4 here and 4 here in this row. So that means either this is a 4 and that's a 4, or that's a 4 and that's a 4. Sorry, but either way, these are 4s. So these two can't be 4s in that column. Also, these are the only 4s in that whole box, so that would have been a lot easier had I just noticed that right off the bat, but I didn't. Okay, 3, 8, 1, 8, 1, 3, anything there? Little 3, 7, 8 action, nothing. No, we're starting off so hot, and then you always hit these little walls, and you got to find a way to bust through. That's the whole name of the game here. And you always will. You just got to stay with it, looking for patterns. So I'll start on the 1s again. 2s. Ah, same thing with the 2s. Look at this. Basically, this is the only 2 that can be in this column because I can rule out those 2s, and plus I can just see that this 2, this 2, this 2, all touch those empty squares. So that's got to be a 2, which means that's a 2, that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1. Now we're cooking. 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 8, 9, 8. This is the only 8 available in this column. 7, 7, 9, 3. This puzzle's going to be done. So yeah, this wasn't the hardest puzzle in the world, but you just hit a little bit of a snag and then you just got to work through it. But always looking for those same patterns. So again, as always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and give me a timestamp and I can go to it and let you know why I came up with something. I try to explain as much as possible moving through, but sometimes stuff's just um, not even worth taking the time to explain if it's just a one number in a cell or a pretty easy rule out. But if it just didn't make sense, let me know and we can go over it. Thanks for watching. If you do like this video, give me a like and a follow. It would really help me out. This is a new channel, so I would appreciate any support like that. See you on the next one.